So this is going to be a bonus review. I Once me and my coworker went our separate ways, I decided to go for a bit of a nightcap because, you know me, I can never stop the party right away. I decided to go to Larry's Ultra Lounge. It is a karaoke bar that I can literally walk to from my house. I mean, it'd probably be dangerous trying to cross the street there. It'd be a pretty epic game of Drunken Frogger. Um, but I actually went there. I've been there a few times. When I moved out here, it was actually the first bar I went to when I got to Nashville, and it it's definitely a pretty chill place. It's a uh more I guess the grown and sexy crowd. It's never really packed when I've been in there. But it's like a nice down to earth bar. It's connected to a barbershop right right beside it. And they got like a jukebox inside. Nice little tiny bar. Probably fit at the most like if 100 people were in there, it'd probably be pretty crowded, to be honest with you. But everyone I've met in there is pretty friendly. I actually every time I've went in there, I've someone has just like started talking to me, and I think that's what going to a bar is all about. Is just that camaraderie. I actually had a really good conversation with a guy when I went there last night, and I could tell this guy was one of like the nicest guys I'll probably ever meet in my life. He said, I don't. And I mean, he's a pretty solid guy too. And he said, I don't ever want to hurt anybody. I want to just find that camaraderie wherever I go. Whether it's buying someone a drink or just talking to them about sports. He said that he used to be a bouncer, and he would actually take guys who got kicked out and continue to drink with them after once they got outside, because it's like like some people this would want, like they still trying to party and stuff like that, and he didn't want to be the, I guess he felt it wasn't his role to be the party police, even though you don't want to necessarily leave a guy passed out drunk in his car. I don't know, but he was a nice guy. Anybody who knows me personally, I'm an avid the spades player. I actually have a few spades games on my phone, and he told me he was really into poker, and I showed him how to play spades on the phone, and he just picked it up. Now he can go and kick some serious butt on the spades table. I'm hoping. Um, but yeah, so the bar itself, you walk in and there's a stage to your left because it's probably his main theme is karaoke. They have different DJs come in that everybody knows. They come in at around 7, 8, between 7 and 8, and they do requests all night. And if you're into that sort of thing, that's really a great place to do it. Everybody really gets into it, and encourages you, and you don't feel like a stranger there. The bartenders are really nice. Um, it's not necessarily somewhere you go to get, like, let's say, a craft beer or um, like craft cocktails or anything like that. It's pretty simple. Like they have the bar, they have they don't have anything on tap, I think, but they do have like bottled beer. Like Bud Light, domestics. I think they might have Guinness. I'm not sure, but I usually when I go, I get maybe like a Bud Light and a Jameson on the rocks. Um, Little known fact about me: Jameson is typically my go-to whiskey whenever I go out, just because it's just I know it gets me to feeling nice, and it's smooth. I'll probably do a proper number 12 review one of these days because shouts out to Conor McGregor. He definitely got it with he got me sold with that whiskey. Me and my friend Dwight, we actually polished off a bottle of that in New Jersey one time, and that was pretty awesome. If you like Jameson, you probably like that. It has very reminiscent of Jameson, but and a lot of Irish whiskeys, but it's a little sweeter. It has like a sweetness to it that I can't really put my finger on. But but yeah, they didn't have that there. That would have been pretty nice. But what I had when I got there, because I was only gonna have like one or two drinks and then go home because I needed to do that. But yeah, um, I had a Yukon Jack. So that of course, Jack Daniels is pretty big out here. And I saw a bottle right next to Jack Daniels, and I was like, "What is that?" It had like a, um, I can't remember. It had a buffalo or something on it. I'll put the name of it in the description so you guys can see what it really looks like. Um, that tasted like, uh, I want to say like if orange soda was trying to be whiskey. Like if it was like if orange soda woke up one day and said, "Hey, I think I want to be a spirit today. I want to mix things up." And all the other sodas like, "I don't know about that, bro." Like, but he's like, "I'm gonna do it." So when I sipped it, I was expecting like a whiskey, I was expecting like a definitely a more woodier, oakier, like a more not so sweet taste. And I was definitely thrown for a loop. It would probably make for a good like mixer, maybe like a liqueur or something like that. Maybe like if you were making a orange flavored whiskey cocktail, that might be something you would put in it. But probably not something I would get again. And then after that, I had a Corona Premier. Now, I've had, I'm sure, hundreds of Coronas throughout my life. And I'm not going to waste your time by entering a coronavirus joke anywhere near this video. But I don't think I've had Corona Light. I've had the regular Corona. I've had, I say there's some type of other type of Corona. But the Corona Premier, it definitely had more of a full body taste rather than I kind of think Corona tastes watered down a little bit because the only time I drink them is when I go to strip clubs because I'm not really trying to remember any part of what's going on anyway. But it was good. I was definitely impressed. I mean, I'm more of a Dos Equis guy myself, but that was good. That was a nice way to end my night. And I definitely think if you're looking for more of a chill time, a more relaxing environment, maybe it might be just you. I wouldn't say like you bring a whole group of people and get turned up in there because it's not that type of place. But if you guys are into karaoke and you want to have a pretty chill night out, maybe pregame here and then go to your next spot, or you're just trying to wind the night down, even if it's just you and some special someone, this is definitely a good place to do it. A very intimate setting, very relaxed environment that I definitely like to know that I have right next door to me if I ever just, need some social interaction and just like a nice stiff drink. And the prices are really good for, I think, for a nice, like, decent sized glass of like Jameson, I think it was like $6.50. Beers can be, and they have a happy hour too. Beers can be anywhere from like $3 to $4, like domestics. I have had the food there. when I first moved. They I think the manager from Jersey, so he has a lot of hot dog options on the menu, and they grill them. And to me, that's one of the best ways to eat a hot dog. I had the New York style. It had sauerkraut, mustard, and some other stuff on it, but it was good. I hadn't had a hot dog in a while, and that definitely hit the spot. They make their own chips. You know, they make like house made chips and stuff like that, and they also offer grilled wings that were pretty decent. That was a pretty wild night, so I didn't get them. I had to heat them up the next day. They weren't in their best capacity, but they were. I liked them. They were good. But yeah, that's a little bonus for you guys. You know, I got two things in one night, and yeah, I'll also have that information for there. If you ever swing by and you're there, just let me know. I'll probably catch a bike or a scooter, maybe put a bunch of pigeons together and soar my way over there. It's not that far. And yeah, that's Larry's Ultra Lounge and Karaoke Bar. And that's all I got for this evening, everybody. Going into my future videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have little snippets I'll put on Instagram of like me actually like going to and from these places, and maybe do like nightly conclusions. And I don't want to compact all that onto these videos because I'm trying to just make these like review focused. But if you want my other shenanigans, so you can actually see me in action, just follow my Instagram at Trust the Troublemaker, so that you can trust me to trouble you. And I think that's going to be my catchphrase for all these videos until I get sick of it. But you guys, please subscribe and have a good night.